In this video, you'll learn how to switch Gmail to desktop view when you're already on a desktop and how to fine-tune the way your inbox looks so it's easier to read and use. Let's start by opening Gmail in your web browser. Go ahead and sign in if you're not already. Once your inbox loads, you should see your usual list of emails in the center with a menu on the left that includes things like inbox, sent, and drafts. At the top right of the page, you'll see several icons in a row. One of these is the settings icon, which looks like a small gear. Move your mouse to the top right corner of the Gmail window and click on that gear icon. This opens what Gmail calls quick settings. You don't need to go into the full settings page for what we're doing. Everything you need will be right here in this small panel that appears on the right side of your screen. In the quick settings panel, look for a section labeled density. This is where you control how compact or spacious your inbox looks. If you scroll a little within the panel, you should see three options lined up: default, comfortable, and compact. Each one changes the way messages and details are laid out in your inbox. Default is usually what most people use. It shows things like attachments directly underneath each email in the list using small icons. This makes it easier to spot messages that have files attached, but it can take up a bit more vertical space. Comfortable keeps things a little more spaced out and cleaner, but without showing attachment icons as prominently. If you prefer a slightly simpler look, this might feel less cluttered. Compact tightens everything up so you see more emails on the screen at once. Text and spacing are a bit smaller, which can be useful if you have a lot of messages and want to scroll less. However, if you're on a very large screen or you prefer larger text, this option might feel a bit cramped. To switch between these views, simply click on default, comfortable, or compact. As soon as you click one, you'll notice the inbox behind the panel updating immediately. There's no save button to press. Gmail applies the change in real time so you can test each option and see which one looks most like the desktop layout you prefer. If your Gmail ever looks zoomed in, zoomed out, or strangely spaced, adjusting the density setting is a quick way to bring it back to a familiar desktop style appearance. You can think of this as your main control for how desktop-like your inbox feels, especially if it ever seems too big or too small after a browser, zoom change, or display adjustment. Once you've selected the density that looks best to you, you can simply close the quick settings panel by clicking anywhere outside of it or by clicking the gear icon again. Your choice will be remembered the next time you open Gmail in this browser on this device. That's all there is to it. You've just switched your Gmail layout using the density settings, giving your inbox a clearer, more comfortable desktop view that matches the way you like to work.